So where am I? I thought I'd just let you guys know where I am. Anyway, let's start with the apartment and then I'll tell you what country I'm in. So this is just one of the floors. You can see over there there's like a lounge room. There's like a nice lounge room with let me just come over here and show you guys. Look at the view. View of the city. We're on like the 40th level. There's a nice pool here with a beautiful view of the city on the other side. Basically 360-degree views. I've also there's a nice sauna here. So I basically have a sauna almost every day. I'll turn this one on. We'll get her warmed up for me. And so I like having a coffee here to check out the view. Sit back, play with my phone. We've got free Wi-Fi here. And this is there's the pool. This is the gym. So check this out. We'll check out the view too. Look at the gym. Look at that. Look at the gym, the pool, the view of the city. It's better at nighttime because it's all lit up. And so at nighttime, and this is all aircon. So it's nice and cool in here as well. Free Wi-Fi. You use the walking machine with a view of the city. It's just next level stuff. You got the river, and you probably think that this is really expensive, but it's not. It's actually quite cheap. So there's this, and then there's another level where the pool is twice the size of this. So this is probably 50 meters. There's another level with a pool that is around 60 meters. It's not even 50, it's definitely 60. It's massive. And I can show that one in tomorrow's video. But let me just show you the view. So you basically got 360-degree view here. Look at that. Right next to the Shangri-La. And so you can just chill out here. I see like Chinese guys come here and just like sleep here. So they're up all night playing video games or something. I don't know what they do. And so look at this. And it's dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. It's basically free. Now, the only issue, and this is the only issue with traveling is, because of the United States' bad attitude lately, and the fact that the government doesn't look out for us, white people, and we got too many Africans that are like bitching and moaning, and too many immigrants in our country taking over the narrative. That there is a bit of a anti-white sort of racist hatred everywhere you travel. And so in this country, there's a lot of hatred towards white guys. There really is. You can't really escape it. It's not only within our country, it's outside of the country, which is a huge downside. There's a lot of discrimination here against white guys. But on the flip side, it is so cheap that we can have access to our currency because, the American Empire still exists. And I can legit just live here it's not even 5-star. It's like 10-star luxury. You go to a 5-star hotel in Sydney, or I don't know what it's like in other cities around the world, but in Sydney, my city, you're not even going to find anything like this. And it wouldn't be quiet like this. It'll be packed full of trash. It'll be packed with immigrants with bad attitudes. But here, I've literally got the whole thing to myself. Like the whole thing. There's hardly anybody here. Beautiful gym, pool, sauna, next level stuff. Now, where am I? No, I'm not in Thailand. You're probably looking at the writing there going, he's in Thailand. No, I'm in their neighbor, Cambodia. And there's a lot of countries like Cambodia around the world where you can get an easy visa. You can go there. Um, and, it's dirt cheap. Like total cost to stay here. I've got a massive apartment. I've got all the facilities in the world. I've got free Wi-Fi. I'm not even paying 200 Australian dollars a week, you know? And I think it's going to be safe for the average Australian to be able to do this for maybe the next decade until the American empire starts to seriously crumble and they start lobbing nukes around the world. I still think I'm still standing by. I'm still standing by. Hopefully, you can see me. I'm still standing by my 2034 prediction, the end of the American empire. And that's when traveling like this, living in luxury like this, will end. So my plan is to live abroad like this. I'm going to leave Cambodia because um, this is nice. Like this is really nice. Don't get me wrong. It's legit luxury. It's really nice, beautiful, beautiful views, everything. But um, the locals have they've they don't like white people here. Let's just put it that way. And this country, you know, a lot of countries worldwide are backwards, and a lot of the people are backwards in a lot of these countries. So this country, they had a genocide, and there was a guy called Pol Pot that went on a genocidal rampage in Cambodia. And the people who basically saved them were basically white people. That's right. The ones that were building a land bridge and trying to save these people, they were white people. Naive white people trying to save the little Asians. Pol Pot, the guy that committed the genocide, was backed, funded by China. Yet these stupid fuckers, they still hate white people here. So this is what you're going to have to deal with when you travel abroad. I don't recommend you come to Cambodia. This is just where I am at the moment. I'm about to leave. Um, I've been here 4 months now. I think I've seen enough. And I've done some research. There's other places that I can go to that are just as cheap that I suspect don't hate white people as much. And but as an Australian, if you're watching this and you're looking at this and thinking you're in a studio apartment, you're paying $400 a week. That's not including your electricity, your Wi-Fi, and you're watching this and you're like, why am I even in Australia? There's a housing bubble. It's too expensive. There's a housing crisis, even though it's one of the largest land masses on planet Earth with the smallest population on planet Earth, yet the property prices are like some of the most expensive in the world. It's funny, like you look at a place like you look at a place like uh, Singapore, Hong Kong, and it's expensive, you know. But it's a little island. There's clearly a supply issue, and so therefore it's expensive. In Sydney, we got a supply issue, really? No. It's corruption. The government's corrupt. The government's your enemy. You need to just get out of Australia and go live like this until the American empire collapses. And in 10 years' time, go back to Australia when it all collapses. Then I think a lot of the housing crisis and all these other problems will start to clean themselves out. And there will be some sort of a world war back then. But this is kind of like a sweet spot where you get an opportunity to get the hell out. And what I recommend you do, I recommend you reach out to me. You do a consulting call. I'm not even joking. You join the channel. You become a member of the channel because I've been talking about important things in the channel all this time. As in the members section, by the way, so you have to join, or you just don't know what's going on behind the paywall. And I recommend you do some consulting calls with myself because I'm not just theoretically, talking about geopolitics. I'm now out here having a look at it and living that life, and I'm living it dirt cheap. And if you're an Australian, I recommend you come and live this life with me. Put the If you've got enough money to get out of Australia, get out now. Go live your best life right now. You'll also be easing up on the market for other Australians that are back there. And then when things hit the fan in another decade, we go back there and we fight for our country. But how about you chill out, hit the gym, get fit, get healthy before the fight, prepare for the fight. But also just live your best life right now because there's no guarantees in the future that you'll have an opportunity. So anyway, this is the way I'm living at the moment. Hopefully that's bright enough. Anyway, yeah, hopefully that's bright enough. Join the members section, and if you want to know how I'm doing it, you can reach out to me, and we'll do consulting calls. I'll tell you how I'm doing it, and even if it's just to have a chat, and you have someone to talk to that's actually kind of living this life, traveling now. I could definitely give you another perspective on what you're doing back in Australia. You got a lot more options than you might think. I'll see you guys in the next video.